T.B.Photo X1.5TFX and welcome back to another video. Well, this is the photo walk when I was out testing the Mamiya M645J or the Mr.J or Joker camera that I've talked about before. Well, it went okay. I'm gonna do a full disclosure of this one. Since this camera doesn't have a built-in light meter, I was using my Minolta IVF, little light meter with the 5-degree, I believe it's the 5-degree spot meter insert on it. And I shot 2 rolls of film when I was out and doing this little impromptu photo walk. The first one was a 100 ISO black and white film, which was a Foma 100 ISO, and the other one was a Lomography's own 100 ISO, what was it? Yeah, color negative film, so a C41 film roll. So actually, I believe that the joke was a little bit on me this time because I goofed up the development of the black and white roll big time. I believe that the developer I used, Tetanol Ultrafine, was out of date or something like that, because when I developed it, the negative that came out was completely 100% milky white, so it was completely just to throw it in the trash. It was completely unsalvageable. But anyway, the Lomography roll, the C41 color negative roll, on the other hand, that came out just fine. So even though the first number of exposures that I was supposed to take were supposed to be black and white with the Foma 100, unfortunately I can't show you those images because they simply they don't exist because I messed up the development. So that's the joke on me. So I'll do a little bit of a joke on you instead, because I have some replacement photos that are completely different scenes. So even though you will see me taking images here in the nature, you will see a completely different, but it's taken with this camera. So this was basically a photo walk to make sure that this camera works, and it surely does. So it's brilliant. This camera was a brilliantly. This is my Hasselblad analog. Well, it's an analog camera, and it's also an analog for a Hassi, in my opinion. But it's really brilliant, a really great little piece of kit. This actually. It was just unfortunately that one roll became completely destroyed during development because of my incompetence. But anyway, I will just shut up now and I'll let you enjoy a little bit about this photo walk. So you'll hear from me shortly. Bye. Yes, and now we're actually coming up to one of my other, favorite subjects to photograph. It's this old logging flume. It's decommissioned from for logs, but it still holds water. As you can see on here, you get a little bit of a shower. But anyway, I like this. I have taken images of this on numerous occasions, but I think I wanted to take a black and white image with this camera of it. I thought it would be a perfect setting, and at this time of year, it's autumn, leaves are falling and so on, and it's a little bit gray out and so on, so I thought it would be a really great subject to photograph and have a fairly shallow depth of field, not that deep of a depth of field. But anyway, I thought it would be good, but unfortunately, yet again, I can't show you that image because it doesn't exist. But I think it's good enough, this B-roll. And as always, the camera that I used was this the Panasonic Action Cam, the, what is it now, HX-A1M. I mean, that camera, I now used it on like a headband, so you can see I have a baseball cap on me. And just as a band around my head, I had that little Panasonic, so you know how I filmed this B-roll, and I think it worked good actually. You look a little bit silly when you walk around like that, but hey, it gives you some really good footage, or B-roll footage, in my mind at least, so everything for the art, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, you'll just see some other goof image instead, and yeah, you'll hear from me shortly. Bye. Okay, so I'm back, and I thought I'll talk a little bit about the lens that I'm using on this camera, and I thought I wanted something that was a little bit of a, not a one-trick pony, but not a prime lens in any way, but a zoom lens. So this is a 55 to 110mm Mamiya C-Core C lens, and it has a maximum aperture of 4.5, and smallest aperture is a 32. But you have to apply that to get it into 35mm terms. I got it on eBay from Japan. I can't really remember off the top of my head what I paid for it, but I got it with a a metal front lens hood as well. So it has a, what is the size now again? It is, oh, let's see here, 67mm. Filter thread, that is, but I think that's basically the norm for the majority of the 645 lenses from Mamiya. But it's a great, brilliant little piece of glass. So now I have both the zoom lenses that were available for the Mamiya 645 camera. But anyway, here you see it's the same logging flume, just a different part of it, and I wanted to take an image because you see here it stretches on out there, and I thought this would be a great little number to do in black and white, but we got this apple tree instead. So yeah, when life gives you lemon, you can just make lemonade, or something rather like that. But anyway, you get my drift. Yeah, I'll just let you enjoy and see a little bit around my neighborhood during autumn or early autumn. So yeah, you'll hear from me shortly. Bye. well, now we're actually at the end of our little impromptu photo walks with the wrong images, and I hope you enjoy the video. And you know, as always, this is Tobias Bergstrom from T.B.Photo X1.5 and I would like to see you guys in the next video. And as always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, I think there is about a minute left on this one, and I'll just shut up and let you enjoy the view if you do. But anyway, thanks for now and take care. See you. Bye.